Well, all right then. Let's get to work. So here's what we're looking at today. A little fragment of stuff. Sounds like this. Let me just test all my audio, make sure it's all working correctly. Well, that's looking good. Mic levels are looking okay over here. I'm going to make OBS go away. All right. Go back to primary here. All right. So that's what we have. We're going to work on it. So for just a minute, I'm just going to mute that region because I think we're going to start with a string note, a held string note. SSO, a little too much vibrato, but we'll work on it in just a second. Bum 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 bum. Cool. So we'll be able to lengthen this. So now it's been a while. My schedule has been bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop saying when the next time I'm going to stream is, because the real answer is I have no idea. Hey PMOS, nice to see you. All right, let's turn the oh no, where are my servers? Hold on just a minute. Why are my servers not open? That's weird. Yes. Who's beeping? Microsoft account problem. Oh yeah? Yeah, don't worry about that. Your computer is low on disk space. Meaning that I've used like 3.5 terabytes out of the 4 terabytes. Ah, there it is. There's Homanus. Alright, so we're using SSO here. I'm just going to drag this vibrato down to something a little more reasonable. Let's see how that sounds. Alright, this should sound good. And there's one little... Cool, this is way too loud. It's maybe like here. And really it needs to move and not stay static. Let's do this. I want this to go a little bit longer. Let's go to 12 for now. We're probably gonna end up shortening it, but give it some waves here. Just little moments where the note kind of swells up and then goes back down. Okay, cool. Cool. Who has a good attack for this? Let's try it. Orchestral Tools, Talon. We are going to shape that, but I gotta get this other note doing things here. If I just grab this and copy it, can we just do maybe like another one there? Yeah. Same thing in modulation. Maybe like here. Oh, same place, 13, yeah. We'll just fix this so that it, yeah. And actually let's do a little less. Yeah, that's good. All right. Now let's make this be good. Why does that not? Oh my gosh, did that come through? Why is that a sound source? Oh well. Hopefully I'm still unmuted. Sorry, I have allergies. Let's make these all expression. Sounds fine to you. Well, so for some, yeah, my odd mic is just such a weird, so screwed up in my scene in OBS. That's all right. I don't think the piano is going to come in anywhere in here, so what we're going to do is make its region big and just move that sustained off way back over here so that we get a nice clean tail that holds. All right. Time for cello. I'm tempted to go with SSO again. Let's try it. Where am I SSO cello? SSO. I like those two. What if we did yeah. That's nice. Too much vibrato, of course. Of course there's too much vibrato. Maybe there. How's that sound? Okay, too quiet now, but that's okay. That's easy to fix. Let's just put them on like a medium. feel like maybe they need to come in with more force. Yes. I don't feel like we have to do much with this expression. We might just like that. Let's also get their releases a little short. I find Spitfire really likes short releases, and it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Let's see how that sounds. There we go. It's a little much. That's a little much. Hold on. I'm gonna drag that release back down. Maybe just like a tiny bit. Yeah, that sounds good. And then we can just grab this and we'll do the SSO violin on it, or viola rather, on the third here, as I am wont to do. But I'm actually going to, I don't think the legato is loaded by default. Yeah, by default the legato isn't there. So what we're going to do is duplicate that track. Oops. To the second track, we're going to call SSO Viola's leg. And rename the instance here so that it's mirrors. So we are in SSO Viola's leg. Oh, let's go grab the legato. Oh, we were there. Violins, legato, sul, CTAO. I have to make my mic mix again. Outrigger, ambient. Something like that, right? I have the ambient higher and that's pretty close. Maybe a little less close. Okay. Let's put this exact. Oops. Let's put this exact phrase there. Get rid of the data. Because we want, what we're trying to do here is match the dynamic curve. So all those dynamics I drew earlier, I just want to copy really just those. And then I'm just going to cool. Made a little error in my playing here. And this one doesn't need to have that big, meaty opening texture. Kind of more like that. And then it needs to. Wow, that's really, really sudden. I think this is maybe a little aggressive. And it's SSO, so... Oh, really? I don't have control over the... I can't remember what the controller on SSO, if there's a vibrato controller on the legato sample. Let's use a different library for now. Actually, probably forever. After going to all the trouble of making that legato instance, we're just going to move it to CSS, I think. And what we need to do, hold on, I gotta. So, I'm pretty sure, or I know, CSS modulation I have set to vibrato, so I need to make this expression for the dynamic curve, and then we'll set as vibrato maybe here, and we'll maybe increase it as we go. Oh, that was too much. I am just going to save this real fast, which is going to show my logic folder, which has client project in it. So I'm just going to put my Be Right Back screen on for just a second so that I can save this project. Give me just a second. Okay, thanks. Sorry if I sniffle in your ears here. I been having some really bad allergies recently. I think bassoons on this line. This yada, what is it? Yada yada da, da, I think would have some nice bassoons on it with us. Now we just have to switch some controllers around. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Most useful command, I think, in Logic is, or the one that I use a lot, is if you go to the inspector, if you hit D to open the, whatever this thing is, event marker, and you grab, say, a modulation event, if you hit Shift S, it says select similar, so you can just grab all of them with one keystroke. It's nice. That's sounding good. Cool. We can do this thing again. Dun, dun. Yes. Hopefully play the right notes. This can have more force. This one can actually be less so that it doesn't hang quite so much. know if I like that B major chord. Does that look right? All right. Oh, that's so nice. That's okay. All right, we're keeping it. You know what we need though is before we do that, we gotta go. We gotta play the same opening here. Yeah, that needs to happen, and then we can go into the little variation that we just recorded. Except for it needs to be recorded correctly. Something's sticking too. What's sticking? My guess is it's CSS. All right, chat. What do you think is sticking? Let's see. Oh, now it's not anymore. I bet you it was CSS. It's definitely something in contact. Still sticking. Yep. Okay. Let's figure out what's sticking here. Just mute this track for a second. Every time I go searching for it, it hides. The F sharp is way too quiet. Let's do, we need something bigger than Talon. Let's try performance samples. I don't like the tone there. Need something lush. Okay, CSS. Fine. Fine. Where's my CSS violin one? Normally it's right below CS. Do I not have a CSS violin 1 in my template? That would be interesting. That's weird. We'll load their violin 2 and just fix that. I need to make a note to myself. But I don't have my pencil. Shows you how much I use CSS. Alright, let's go fix that. Those are on Hindemith. Guess I deleted the track somehow. I mean, in this session, which I don't think I did. Let's check out our controllers. No. This can be 2, and this can be 1. There we go. Okay. So it's like Hollywood strings now. Modulation is vibrato. This needs obviously a lot of tuning, so let's do that. Let's get it all rhythmically correct first. This, well, you can hear how late that is. This doesn't need a legato. Oh, good. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to phrase this. Okay, so that's going to be our first place where we have a little one of these, I think. Didn't really feel it. And we'll go to channel 2, which is our velocity, or our controller 2. Keep that down. Let's go back to modulation, please. Wow, that's a little much. Maybe like there. That's good. All right, so for some reason our expression is really not doing it for us. Let's, I guess, add some vibrato here. So now I have to mirror 3 controllers. That doesn't need to come down that low, I think. And obviously we're going to crescendo through that note. I think one of these. Yada, yada, yeah. And we got some work to do on these. We want this to yada, yada. The nice thing is we're going to probably be able to use these curves on all the other string parts. That was an interesting... Let's play an octave higher, why not? Alright. That's what we want. Alright. Let's try keeping those curves. I'm going to make sure my controllers are the same here. Give me just a second on here on the chili. Vibrato should be 1 and velocity should be 2, please. Volume stays on 11. Cool. All right. Let's delete the data here and record a new cello part, which I think is going to be same as the... Why am I not hearing any sound out of my cello now? Interesting. Okay, well. Almost there. Let's just do just the... Ah! It's terrible. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. So, B... We'll do this one again. Da, ya, da, da, ya, da. Yeah. That sounded awful too. Because it's so late. The first... Vienna is so late. So the... Why is that so... Why is that so... Oh, because it's... Duh. Okay, now... Maybe... Why is my controller for legato on off? Whatever. We'll just do it this way. I know how we're going to do it. This way, I hate working with CSS. Once you have the curves done, it's so much easier. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, let's feel the rhythm out here. I'm thinking these, since they're legato, are going to need to be moved, but... They're mostly right, but let's do this. Let's turn off snapping. Let's turn off snapping. Grab everybody and just move them just hair over. Nope, I wanted all of it. I know that that seems crazy, but I wanted all of it. Why are you still holding and like sounding super loud? There we go. It's too fast. good. See how much faster it is now that we have all the velocity and expression curves all done. And now we just gotta turn down a few of them on violin 2 because they're violin 2. They're not holding our melody up right now. I don't think the controllers are correct. Oh, velocity X should be 2, volume should be 2. Oh, I see what I did. So, in the ones that I actually did, I changed velocity X fade and volume to the same controller, which is probably smart. Well, we'll leave them consistent for this one. All right, now we just got to do the viola part. Not sure what the violas are going to do here. Easy peasy. That's going to sound so nice. All right, let's listen to the whole thing. I bet you this sounds nice. It's worth the work. We need things to happen in the strings here, but I'm more interested in this moment right here at 23. And we'll obviously have a nice, hopefully, a nice consequent to that. Oh, let's put snap back on, please. So one time I was working on a piece and I forgot to turn snap back on. I adjusted hundreds of region lengths before I realized. And then I went back and looked at the piece and all my region lengths were like, a nanosecond too long or short and on everything. And I kept trying to figure out why all of my rhythms were weird when I would copy paste between things. Oops. And it was a disaster. All right, what are we gonna do here in this little 4-measure thing? I think we want to change some of our tone color here. So let's grab some tonal percussion. Where's my tonal percussion stem? There it is. Hey, X-Cry. Yeah. Okay, let's make that better. It's close, but it's not quite there yet. Oh no. Don't get rid of all my lovely syncopations, please. So this one needs to be louder. This one needs to be less loud. Cool. I think English horn. I know that that's been sort of the thing I do on stream. It's funny, I don't use English horn almost ever off stream, but as soon as I get on stream, it's like, it's time for a quarong. Doesn't sound good. I don't like that either. It's like right in this spot where it's like either too honky. I think we can handle the honky. So it's a little nasal. Aww. All right, obviously it sticks out a lot. It's sitting high on top of the mix, which we don't want, but that's fixable. Let's just quantize for my own sanity here. Why does that sound late? It's the most beautiful goose. Ugh. That's what I'm calling it from now on. I'm going to rename it in all my templates. It's just going to be called the most beautiful goose. Beautiful goose. I'm doing it. I cheated a little today. I was like, I don't know if I want to compose. We'll just put it in 6/8 and it'll compose itself. And yeah, that driving 6/8ness just pushes everything forward for you. You don't have to sit there and write like, you know, good material. You just let the meter push you, and it's like drifting down a nice stream. You don't have to do any work. I still feel like it's a little loud there, but I also think that here we just need a little bit more of this like chimey tonal percussion-y thing. Let's what's oboe? I guess if CW is beautiful goose, oboe is maybe pinched goose. I don't know. I'm not like apparently Gareth Coker doesn't really like oboe and always uses English horn. I have heard tell. I don't know if that's true, but that's maybe. I actually think oboe is beautiful. The thing about oboe is it's just so easy to break it from the composition side. You can break it for the performer, in my opinion. Yeah, well, I mean, I just put everything I have, Sagan, in the template. So, it's about 544, I think, tracks right now. But they're not all loaded right now. I like they load on demand. So, and it's just so that I don't have to. Because the thing I hate doing is like make a new track, do all the routing, go to Vienna, connect it to the correct instance, go find the patch, put the patch in. Like that to me is very tedious. So I would rather just have all that work done. That's why I do it. But they're not all loaded. Like if I grab a Hans Zimmer piano here, see it's got to go load it. So it looks very impressive, but it's not quite as impressive when you realize that only the current active instruments are loaded. Other than completely screwing up the end of that, it was great. Other than dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's I this is how I like to do it. Is to just have everything. And then whenever I buy a new sample library, the first thing I do is like go mess with it, figure out which patches I like and add them so that they're just added in for the most part. So it's like everything I own. And this is across multiple Vienna servers. Okay, so this is I think this one's let's see how many samples do we have here? So this is oh, there's 3 terabytes free on Havanas? Oh, I'm buying Charlie Clouser hammers then. I thought I didn't have space here. Oh no, that's sample backup. Oh, never mind. There's only 227 gigs. So this is roughly 3.5 terabytes of samples. I think this one's 3.5 terabytes of samples, and then this one is not nearly as many. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a long time of buying stuff. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Sagan. This needs to be really driving. This little D63 really screws me up every time I'm recording. Nope, please put that in solo so I can just hear just the... Okay. I promise I know how to play piano. There we go. That sounds nice. Ooh. Oh, let's play the right notes. Once again, play the right notes. Da, da, da. Ugh. Y'all, I need to practice. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like putting players in positions where they're having to do things that are hard for a bad reason. You know, I really try to keep things as idiomatic as possible because I like the people who play music. They're pretty great people, so. Yeah, it just gets a little too spicy up there. Especially you. There we go. Okay, there's things to work on there. I want to listen to the whole thing. And as you can see, our tempo right now is just a flat line. We're gonna work in some nice, you know, rits and some rubato throughout as we go. But right now, I'm kind of just working structure. Adding a bunch of Bartok bits just to screw them. Yeah. Da 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 da. Something needs to like walk up with a nice B major scale there. Maybe some brass. We haven't used any brass. Should we do like a little brass choir, like maybe like 6 horns? All right, here's the point where we add a sine track and everything crashes. Come on, sine. I believe in you. You're on stream. Don't crash. That sounded good. Let's try that. 6 horns. Let's just do it without the rest of the instruments so I can actually hear. We should pick a cool chord for that. Look at how bad that is. Look at how terrible that playing is. See, bum, 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 bum. I think that's just one like that. Except for the dynamics. What chord should be there under that F sharp? Maybe, what are our options here? We could think of it as a G flat and do like a E flat minor. That's probably going to sound garbage. But let's try it anyway. Berlin brass trombones, because I don't want them to be too brassy. Dun, 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 dun. We could do like a... Oh, stop it. Being... Oh, where's your key switch? Way up here. I hate key switching. Could be an F sharp major. Yeah, so the way my reverb is set up is that I use right now the specific impulses from spaces that are per instrument. So I've got the template broken down into track stacks, and each track stack represents one instrument, and then they go to their associated... they've got a send on them. They've got a send on them that goes to their correct... so these are trombones, so they're being sent to bus 15, which is, I believe... I don't know, it's on here somewhere. The correct template, and then I can dial it in with that. And then I usually, what I do is then add just a touch of a big impulse on everything once it goes out, the main thing, to sort of glue everything together. So it's hard to balance because it's really easy to add way too much when you're sending it through both an instrument specific reverb and like a hall. But if you're really careful about how you dial those in, you can really just... it's really cool because you can just feel everything just go zzz, and just stick together right at the end. So yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. That sounds nice. And we'll add some tuba to make it sound good. Probably going to go actually kind of come down there and then come back up through here, right? Oh, wow, who's sticking? All right, bets on who's sticking. CSS Violin 1 and CSS Violas and CSS Cello. If you had CSS in your what notes are hanging draft, then you are right, because they are always the ones. That's why I never use this. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I posted about this on Twitter, frustrated one day, and somebody had the best reply. They said, like, I'm just gonna give these guys the panic here to force them away. What did they say? They said, did you like that note? Would you like to hear it ad infinitum forever? Like, I do feel like that's what contact sounds feels like sometimes. Ugh, it's the only one that does that too. Anyway, okay, rant over. I love those Talon violins. They're so beautiful. You can expose them and just have them be by themselves, and they sound so nice. OT's really good at that, like, getting the ensemble sound and the, like, detail, the, like, rosin detail, like, really, really... They're very good at. That tuba slash chimbasso. Let's do SSO tuba. I think the SSO tuba is lovely. So, regarding reverb, the one exception to that is SSO, because it has such that nice air sound that I usually keep it on almost 0. So it's not too, and then I dial up their ambient a little bit so you get that nice airy sound, air sound. So I was at Air for a project that everyone knows I work on. And we had a tuba part, and we had this tuba player, and I was up in the back, in the balcony, listening during a take, and the tuba goes to play, and he plays the note, and I was right under this like curve, and all the sound goes up, gets hit in the curve just exactly to where I was standing, and it just felt like the tuba was like right here. It was beautiful. Oh, beautiful tuba. So this is not a legato sample, I think. Because by default, my SSO stuff is all the sustain patches. Oh, listen, it's stuck again. I might have to take out CSS out of this template, or out of this piece, if we have to do that. This time I was actually playing something, though, so that's okay. I was not playing the cello, though, and it's still playing. Yay. It's gonna need to be real. My copy uppers. There we go. Good. We can go back to our main theme. Just a quick little fix here, because I think this one's set to velocity. And don't worry, we'll double that so that you can actually hear it against the entire brass section blasting away. Yeah, let's try that. So what we can do, too, is we can drop this an octave. We can drop this to maybe D sharp, and we can drop this to B. Okay, cool. All right. What note do we want there? Da, 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 da. Let's try that. I know this is a little cliche, but I'm doing it anyway. It'll be a nice transition, even though it's a little cliche. That's okay. I love this little, like, E6-3 to A. What's really, it's like, 1-6-3 to 4 sort of feel that you hear a lot in, like, everything, How often do you hear, like... But it's so nice that I can't stop. That's okay. It's getting us back to a nice E center. Although, really, our sort of theme is an A. We have not used a double bass yet. That's odd. We're on what, measure 30? No double basses in all this string writing? Surprising. Maybe it's time for a choir. Is it time for a choir? Oh no. Oh no. Did we break it? Did we break it? Why is that not? That's an interesting... Look. Sign player. Every channel but this one, I soloed it. I just wanted to hear it by itself because I was like, where is that? Please give me the Omni. Give me some surround. Actually, don't give me AB Omni. Give me the tree Omni. Less spot. More overall. Here we go. So I think what happened, this is what happened. So with Sign Player, I've found that if you load the channel strip, then you initiate transport by, like, say, pressing play or record, but you have not yet just manually played a couple of notes, Sign Player either doesn't play any sound or it completely crashes everything. Vienna crashes, your project crashes, and everything goes away forever. So that has been what I found has made Sign Player perfectly stable for me for the most part, is just making sure that I get in there and just send a little bit of MIDI data before initiating any transport. So I like the sound of this. It's way too loud though. We'll just keep it like that. We don't really need it to. We just need it to be like a ghost in the background. Okay. Now let's play this again because I like it. And we're gonna obviously later we'll do it now. We'll put a little slow down here. Easy peasy. It's kind of cool because it like kind of changes keys to go back to A. Maybe what we can do now is some on the topic of stereo delay though, it's a neat little trick I found out about the other day. Want to hear it? Definitely want to hear it. And this can definitely be more a little bit. So let's fix that just for now, and then we'll just everybody just a little bit more of you. Oops, everybody a little bit more of you. Everybody a little bit more of you. I don't know, who are these two notes? Why are those two notes not included in everybody? Weird. Oh, because they start before the... Cool. I do, but I don't have it open right now because I'm working, but which one of these do I want? What is it gonna do? Oh yeah, it's gonna go back to Talon Violins. We're gonna check out where their key switch is. It's here? Here? No, it's here. Let's make sure that they are on the right key switch before we start doing this. Yeah, I'd love to talk to Discord. If you could send me maybe a PM on Twitch, I can send it to you after the stream. If that's okay. We want the cops here. I sometimes don't even record a key switch quickly. Thanks, man. Or I appreciate it. I'm actually interested in hearing this. I always love to hear new tricks. I love it. Just this guy by himself. I actually don't love that tone. All that work we did for Talon, all gone. Oh well. Who has nice shorts? PSM has really great shorts. But I think I'm gonna avoid them for now. We're gonna try. I find that one hard to work with. We're gonna do ATO Century because their shorts are perfection. Let me just get the key switch recorded so that we're in the right articulation right away. Hold on. Yes, this is a good idea. No, that is not the right implementation. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Let's add the other strings though, because I need to hear it all together to really blend it. I actually think we don't want the sordino. We want the non-sordinos. Let's do that without a mute. So I love all these, like, intimate, beautiful, low volume, just really on the edge of almost nothing string textures. Like, I love them. It's my favorite. It's why Spitfire and I get along. We both have an unhealthy obsession with that sort of space in the strings. And when I would get orchestrations, sometimes when I get orchestrations back, they just have muted all the strings because they listen to the mini mock-up and they're like, man, that's so quiet. I have to go in and be like, no, I think it's just regular, just without a bit. We don't need to mute them. All right, let's add some violas to this. Zapatata, zapatata, zampatata, yantata, yantata. I disagree with Daniel James on Hans Zimmer strings, but and I should clarify. Daniel James, I shouldn't just say that. I guess in without context is I think Daniel James is awesome. I really like all the stuff he writes. I just thought with that library, they're just trying to do something differently. It's no big deal. I think he does great stuff, and I watch him religiously when he does his reviews. I think they're really good. Yeah, yeah. I know he wanted, you know, which I think is a Hans Zimmer sound. But I think if you were listening to Hans Zimmer's music any time around that, you would have expected, more of like a, I don't know, what's down here, non-traditional strings. You would have expected something more like if if it'll ever load. Let's see if it'll load. What is you know, more of a spinning beach ball of death morning? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love Hans Zimmer strings. I mean, that sound is just ooh. And this one, the Colenio Trados, they're so quiet. They're so quiet you can't hear them. But mic's loaded. I'll screw that later. Let's get back to what we're actually working on. I get this one, the Albion Neo Almost Nothing. Sorry, I'm gonna be sidetracked for like 2 more seconds. The Albion Neo Almost Nothing is like, I mean, oh. Well, I think the reason you have to ask yourself, why did they have 344 players? They had 344 players so that they could make things like Colenio Trotto actually work. But I mean, I get it. If you're wanting big sound, if you're wanting huge epic sound, this is not necessarily the best. Well, although I will say I will say in Spitfire's defense, not that I'm a Spitfire fanboy by any means, but I will say in Spitfire's defense, they have gone back and added some pretty great. Where's my key switches for this? Why are there no key switches? Oh, because I'm on the wrong instance. That's why. The mics are going to be all wrong for this, but they have added some pretty great things like, I mean, okay, hold on, let me. I mean, there's some pretty great big stuff in there if you look for it. That excuse me. Part of what's making that sound a little bit more muted is that I have like the riser mic, which is a mic that's under the riser that they're sitting on like really high in the mix, and the bottle mic, the one that's like in the cooler inside a bottle, that I love for like the really quiet stuff, but is not as good for this. But if I were to like load this up, it'd be better. Having said that, I think it's fine for Daniel James to if it didn't land for him to say it, of course. But I personally think that library is one of my favorite ones, and it is expensive because of the. I mean, it's got Hans Zimmer's name on it. That probably does not come for free. And additionally, like you said, it's 344 players. I cannot imagine how much do you know how much like 60 cellos at Air would cost? I mean, I can't imagine what the fees were for the sampling sessions. It had to have been. Hold on, just need to get this right. This is why I normally don't do this here. It's messing me up. let's go back to working instead of playing. Although, it's kind of what I'm doing anyway. Actually, I think we maybe might want to come back to a tempo that's like slightly faster, like 75. Because I think what we're going to add here is some percussion. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try some of this new Tom Hulkenberg stuff. I haven't messed with this a lot. This is their low tooting Certo. It's really boomy. Let me turn down my, I think I got 2-inch IR in it. It's okay. It's a little too resonant. We'll tame it in EQ. Hold on. Let's get a good groove recorded first. 6. That's terrible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just start with that. Hold on. This guy needs to be like up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe not. Okay, alright, there. This guy could be a little bit more forceful too. Done. Done. Do da dum. Done. Do da do. Let's move you over here. Majestica, which might not be a fair comparison because Majestica's all the sections are just strings. More general take with ton of players. Yeah, I have. Did I buy Majestica? I can't remember. I have some like option with 8 V8P to do something with Majestica, but I don't know if I've ever actually done it. I'm Majestica 2. Love the ADO stuff. I love everything ADO makes. Speaking of, I have very too much ADO stuff. Yeah, ATO is fantastic. Have you guys seen their sound paint demos they've been posting on YouTube? That looks really great. I don't know if they've actually released that yet or not. So there does need to be something on this beat right there, but probably like maybe there. I love Lee Berry's. It's my favorite ADO. I think probably my favorite ADO library. Let's put it in, should we? So this is one of the things I like about JXL. So since he's mapped all the velocities by chromatically, if this is a little too loud, instead of going in and messing with velocities, you just do that and it really lets you get a nice really fine control. Where's do I not have it in here? I have Destiny in here. Yeah, there's not a lot of great sax libraries. I'm still waiting. I would love for somebody sometime to do a, I say this all the time, to do a concert band library for like people who write concert band music. That would be really nice. It'd be great if it could be integrated into StaffPad from the beginning too. You know, there is somebody I think at my door. I'm gonna go deal with that. I'll be right back. I love everything Performance Samples makes as well. There's very few libraries I think are genuinely bad, honestly. That's right, we're going to try some blueberries. That's right. Is it not on here? Where is it? Huh, I don't think I have it on here. That's alright. That's alright. Just delete that track. Actually, no, I think I'm going to use here. I think I'm going to put in... I've been wanting to put some choir in here. Let's do some Albion Solstice. Since that's all new and exciting. Okay, so we're not in... We're in, like, E minor now. So, maybe, like... We'll just have this nice in the background. All right, let's make this sound really ethereal in the back. Let's do this again, I guess. Okay, so maybe ba-dum, ba-dum. Yeah, but like better dynamics. I hate drum programming. There we go. There we go. That's right. I need to EQ this. Hold on. Let's EQ it. Let's just use built-in EQ. That sounds good. I want the top end rolled off quite a bit. And actually, I want some of this low boomy stuff. Yeah, it sounds a little cleaner. All right, we're going to start with that as a base and then kind of put some new cool stuff here. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. What just happened? It's a beach ball kind of day. Control Z. I don't know where that went. I don't know what instrument we just loaded on accident, but. I think on this time we're going to have these all be just a little bit louder. And I think this could be... That's a little loud. So, Audio Ollie's drums have this same thing where they've got all the velocity layers mapped by pitch, but they do it on just white keys, and this does it chromatically. It's so much easier to move around. Yeah, this could be less still, I think. Maybe like more like there. Actually, this could all still be less. Maybe I shouldn't have moved it. Yeah, that's what that was. My plan was to add delay eventually. Let's do it. I bet you you're right. So Sagan, I bet you're right. I bet if we just add the default stereo delay, those will sound amazing. We don't even have to change it. Just the default settings, I bet you, are fine. I think it's a little aggressive. Maybe like 20. Oh, you want those settings? We can try them. We'll try them. Here, we'll try them. We'll try them. Oh, okay. I see. I need to contact you on Discord later. Okay, great. We'll leave that on for now because I actually do like it on just the default. Also, we wanted our strings to be better here. Let's go back to what we were doing with the strings. Also, let's turn down these na-nas that are sounding good. Okay, cool. Let's add Chelly, just pounding away in her. Let's use BBC because I like the BBC shorts. Oh, I got your DM, but it didn't have a picture in it. I think you're gonna need to do it on Discord Sagan because I think Twitch doesn't let you send. Oh, there it is. Huh, weird. There it is. 0.1 and 25. Pan right, pan left. I'll try it in just a minute. Give me just a second to work on this cello part here. It's a beach ball kind of day. I agree with Daniel James on BBCSO's load times. They could be better. I would like to see them be better. And the thing is that on a lot of the other Spitfire plugin stuff, they are better. And I don't know why BBCSO is so much part of the mics. All right, Chelly, let's put you on your spiccatos. Let's figure out a part here. Solo that track. Dun 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 dun. Probably put some bass on that. Except for that right there, doesn't it change to a C major chord? It does. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, then we gotta finish the phrase. We're gonna change tonality. Bum 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 bum. What is our chord here? Oh, A. That's right. Dun 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 dun. So those need to get quieter over time. Cheat that in a little. Dun 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 dun. And then we have the same thing. Actually, we can do both these. Well, that's all right. We'll just do the one since I'm already holding option here. Nope, line up with the grid, please. Thank you. Don't spill my coffee. That's probably a good idea. And then we're going to have to go ham on this next part. Pathetic! Pathetic, Schweitzer. Isn't that E? Is it not E? Oh, it's not. I'm stupid. It's these two. It's this thing. I'm just gonna cheat these in because I'm bored. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. I know. I just I used to play piano a lot more seriously than I do. So every time I have to do that, I always just feel there's the voices of piano teachers past in my head, like, you should be able to do this, idiot. So there's a lot of I just feel bad. They said this great piano teacher. Yeah, just little reinforcements. Do we want those to be pits instead of shorts? Let's find out today on what is it? I can never remember it. I used to have all these memorized. No, I don't. Yeah, pits. And we're doing this again. What is it? We've got G, A, B major. And we'll do the B majors separately. This might actually be possible. I'm not sure how hard these double stop would or would not be, but I'm going to just ignore how difficult they might be. Yeah, that sounded good. I like that. All right, I want to hear the whole thing real fast. I know it's kind of repetitive, but we will get to those delay settings in just a minute. Or actually, maybe not. We might not quite get to the delay, but I will try them out. I might try them off stream because reasons, but they looked good. I did see the picture, so I've got it loaded right here, so I'll try them out. Because I don't want to set it up in Logic. That's why. I could set up all the maps for all the instruments, but I'd just rather. So my general philosophy of a template is to load the instruments in whatever state the developer prefers, or whatever the developer sets up for you. So if they use Logic articulation sets, then I load their articulation sets. I did that for I think then the audio. Is it Nashville? I think it came with them. Some library came with articulation sets, and I did set them up. But in general, I just try to load the library in its kind of default state and then go from there. So that's just why, and that's not like I think this is a better way to work necessarily. It's just the way I have happened to have set this up. But yeah, no, articulation sets are a much, I think, more efficient way to work. But I hate key switches. I hate all of them. Honestly, what I would prefer is staff pad, where you write a score the way that music is supposed to be written, and the articulations are as they are supposed to be without you having to go in and mess with anything. That's personally my preference, so. This Talon could use more reverb, personally, in my opinion. Show it to me on the mixer, please. Where are those chords? Whatever. Beautiful goose. On this. That needs a little massaging, but maybe some choir in there. A little timpani roll into that. This is going well. Oh, I agree. I completely agree. Cubase has been way ahead of Logic in the expression mount department. We finally have articulation sets in Logic that are, as I understand it from some Cubase users, a pale imitation. But yeah, the Cubase 11 Pro. And I see where you're coming from. The reason I do it that way is that I've had some bad experiences with, so I use Vienna, obviously, so I'm on other servers. I've had some experiences with servers dying and having to replace them, and then I try to go, and I like the more custom stuff that is between the DAW and the sample, the more I have to set up if that happens, so that's mostly what it is. And then I name everything by its developer and its articulation if necessary, so that I can easily replace it if my servers die. I think we're actually kind of at like a stopping point on this one. This is a really solid meaty start, I feel like, to this little piece we're working on. And I think I might just leave it here because because it's in a spot where I feel like I can obviously see what needs to be changed. You know, obviously we need to work on this transition to 28, and then we need some timpani roll, maybe a little cymbal, a sus cymbal like in the background here into this little more rhythmic part. Plus I need to try out those delay settings. So I think I might just take a break. This is in one of those places where I've heard the main melody so many times now that it's starting to get a little bit numb to me. So I'm not seeing the. Have you ever heard that? What's that? There's like a philosophical. It's not like a poem, but it's like the way that an author writes a novel is that it's like there's a library and there's like a whole row of book, or there's the right or a right, and he goes to the first book in A and he picks it out, and then there's another row with A, and then all the words that could go after A, you know. And it's like sort of finding your way through that maze is sort of how you work on a piece of music too, is that you sort of pick out either a note or a section, and then you kind of move to the next part of the library until you finally find the book that's already written, right? That is all of the things that you want. The more melody I hear it over and over and over again, the harder I find it to be to choose the next part of that. So I think I'm going to call it for today on this, but yeah, it's in a good spot. I think maybe next time I'll try not to work on this off stream. I'll try and just do some stuff. Um, I'll try and just work on this one on stream. I can't promise when I'm going to be back either. Every time I'm like, I'm going to be back on Monday, and then the children are sick and they can't go. So we'll see. I'll keep this one as a streaming piece. In fact, let's rename it. I'm just gonna put streaming on it so that I remember not to work on it too much offline. And this will kind of be a streaming piece we work on for a while, or and stuff I post to YouTube. So yeah. He's teacher starving man how to fish, and he doesn't cook. He makes sushi. Let me just listen to this one more time. Maybe there's one or two more things we can add to it before I get too numb. I will add you on Discord. In fact, let me do that now. Hold on. Oh, this computer hasn't been turned on in days. Here. Well, we renamed the project, which takes about 800 years. Hold on, where's my Discord is starting. Downloading update, 1 of 70 billion. 3 of 5, 4 of 5, 5 of 5. Oh, Electron. It's in your PM too. Copy. There you go, Sagan. I sent a Discord invite or a friend request, so I'll do that. I want to listen to this again, but I renamed the project, which, for whatever reason, it's a beach ball kind of day. What time is it here? Is it lunchtime? Close. 11:30. Everybody excited about Halo Infinite Flights? Getting close. Finally gonna have a game. They've been working on it for so long. I recorded music for that in December of 2019 was our first. Well, I mean, really, the first recording was like April 2019, I think, for the E3 trailer. But we did a big session in December 2019, so it's been a long time for me. I'm excited for that game to come out, and finally for the music we've been working on and worked on to be heard by the world. So hopefully that's coming soon. Excited about rearranging a soundtrack. Nice. Nice. I don't do a lot of that. I should do more of that where I sort of like look at a soundtrack that already exists and kind of go in and see what I can do with the material. I used to do a lot of arranging when I was first starting out composing, which I think was a real positive for me. It really helped me like learn a lot to like look at other stuff, and I just have sort of not done it in years, so I should try that out. Well, I'm not sure when this renaming is going to be done, so I think I'm going to call it. Since I record this and put it up on YouTube, if you're watching us on YouTube, I did stream this on Twitch. I am on when I can be. I don't really stick to a schedule because, obviously I care so much about getting lots of followers. I have two kids, so it's just, and obviously I work on client stuff all the time and I can't stream that. So I hop on when I can. So if you want to, um, come follow me there. I try to get on when I can, although sometimes there's months where I just can't make it. But we get a lot of people who come in really regularly despite that, and I'm always grateful to them. So yeah, this is what we worked on today. It's a couple hours worth of work, and I think we're in a lot of good shape here, and we'll keep working on this. Let's listen. Here, actually, before we do that, let me just put a little bit of reverb on the full mix so that we get that nice gluing feeling. So that we can hear it with a little bit of I gotta find the right IR here. I like this IR in the instruments specific folder, which is somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's an Epic Film. That's right. This one right here. This little digital Hollywood 2.7. I just pull it down a little bit. See how that sounds. Might be too much. Turn on some Oxford inflator. That's sounding okay. Maybe a little less. Yeah, that's a good setting, I think. Because it's working here, too. Yeah, that's in good shape. Yeah, I like that section in the middle there, where we get the full strings. Where is it here? Right here. Yeah. That's still not sounding quite good to me. That first note sounds weird. Okay. See, I'm always like, I'm gonna be done, and then I listen to it, I'm like, oh, but if I did this one tiny little thing, it would make it so much better. Add some 8DO. Just mixing these two layers so nicely. Let's get that key switch out of there. Get a good key switch. Which I think for the 8DO is this guy, right? This guy. Ooh. Just a little bit less of you. It's a little too much, but... Alright, I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. Now I have to fix it. So part of it is that these chords are nice, but we don't need to double the like top notes on them, I don't think, on these. So we'll just slowly kind of pull the texture out a little bit, and then I think in this latter half these can be considerably less velocity. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I want to hear the whole thing again. Hold on. I'm going to do one more thing. Full mix. I'm just going to put on a little bit of Soothe because it's such a cheaty plugin. And it makes everything sound so nice. That one is real good. Okay. Have you ever seen this plugin, Soothe? It like goes in and like surgically removes EQ and it detects resonance. It's such a cheater plugin, but I love it. For those who hate EQing things, it's great. Yeah, I have Gullfoss, yeah. So I like Gullfoss, although I've really soured on the like ultra modern thing where like the highs have this like ultra hiss in them. Like if you listen to like a lot of even like modern Hans Zimmer stuff, there's so much up in the top. I think because Alan Meyerson loves that analog sound, and it for some reason now when I hear that, it like just really grates on me. I don't know why. And Gullfoss really does that. Like I mean, you'll hear it if I put it in here. I mean, I have this on like 8%, 4%. You can hear it like lifts. It lifts. I've never listened to Hiroyuki Sawano, so I will go do that. But you can hear it in that high string. It's just so airy up there. I don't know, sometimes I like it. I should be using their bypass so that it doesn't click, but... I mean, if I were to really do this, you'd really hear it. Obviously, you would never do this, but I like to keep it down below like 10%. It sounds nice on the brass, and it does really pull the strings out. It sounds nice with... Yeah, I'll leave it on. Yeah. Wonder if Gullfoss is more aimed at phone speakers and mobile pop music, you know? Yeah, I mean... It's not that Gullfoss is bad. Gullfoss is great. It's really easy to overuse, of course. I find Gullfoss is best. So if I... Well, I don't have enough drums in here. But if I've got a really, really thick percussion thing happening, like... excuse me. Like taiko, surdos, bass drums, all sorts of stuff all going at once. You throw Gullfoss on that, and it'll just clean it up. It does such a good job of just cleaning that up, and just it becomes instantly transparent. You lose all of that boomy stuff that can really, you know, multiply, you know, in low mids.
it really does a great job of that. I just find on my master sometime, which is really what a lot of people do with it. On the master, you can really lift that high end. And it's weird that you mentioned phones too, because when I listen to stuff on like AirPods or AirPods Pro, that they must, I think Apple is doing a little, I mean, obviously they're doing a lot of stuff on those to make them sound good at all. But one of the things they're doing is they're popping that high for you too. So if you're popping it in the master and then you put it into like, Apple AirBuds or Apple AirPods, obviously you're getting a worse sound because I mean they're earbuds. But they pop the high and then you pop the high twice, and it oh man, it just really, I can sound, it feels like sand in my ear sometimes. So I've really been really careful about how to use Goldfoss. It's not that it's a bad plugin; it's a great plugin, and like I said, especially on Perk, it really cleans up Perk really nicely. So does Soothe, by the way. If you've ever used this is a really cool plugin. So if I'm playing while this is, so see how it's kind of going in there, it's listening for resonance, and it's trying to kind of surgically remove it. And then you can like, I mean, if I, you can hear it's doing a lot of, it's kind of getting muddy now, but if you get it to like maybe here where it's just doing a little bit to help you out, this is as good of a, like, it just sounds good button that I've been able to find. This is really nice. This is a great tool for those of us like me who are awful at the production and things, to just kind of go, just fix it for me, and it does. Yeah, well, and Spotify does that too. If you listen to like, if I listen to one of my masters and then I listen to the Spotify version, like again, the highs feel like they've done this. They've like, they've really just like, I'm looking at the camera now and I see I should be doing it like this so that you see it on the right. The highs are just like popped, just completely pulled up. And that's fine. It's what people want. But sometimes it drives me nuts. Anyway, well, it's been fun. Nice little 2-hour stream. I feel good about it. We'll be back when we can be back. Thanks for watching, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah. Excited to see Halo stuff come out. That'll be really fun. So, anyway, see y'all next time I can be on. Bye.